fight tonight.
What's going on, everybody? Jade up here. This video is going to be over my StamSorc. It's going to be an update build video. Later on in the video, at the end of this build video, I'll do a I'll show you some of the boss fights. VMA, where I ended up getting a 588k score just a few days ago on stream. I'm just gonna go over this build in general, just you know, gear, status sheets, armor, moonstone, food, pots, all that stuff. So I'll go over all that and where to get the gear from. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So our status sheet, we're at 9700 magicka, 16k health, 32k stamina, 1300 stamina recovery, 3900 weapon damage, 34% crit, 17k resistance, 16k physical resistance. I say that right? Resistance 17, yeah, physical 16. As far as food and pots go, we are using dubious. You can also use this one. This is going to give you just a little bit more health, a little bit more stam. Totally fine, up to you, whatever you prefer. I like dubious for the extra recovery. The pots we are using, most of the time, honestly, I'm lazy and I'm cheap when it comes to this kind of stuff in game. I use trash pots for the most part. Now, I did use weapon power pots on that 588k score run. It just, I don't know, it just was like killing it. But I do use weapon power pots. You can use stamina pots here. Totally up to you. As far as Mundastone goes, I'm using Shadow. Increase the critical damage by 18%. Now let's get into the gear. We are at we were running Stormfist. As far as our monster set goes, what you could also run is Balorgs, or however you say it. It's a nice little set as well. It kind of gives you a nice little burst damage for a little bit, so it is actually kind of nice. Another set you could possibly run is Veli, which I will get that out. Alright, so, well, first, Stormfist. Where you're going to be able to get Stormfist from is Tempest Island. And you'll get it, and I'll actually put it right here. Or you can get the monster set from what chest, what dungeon. So keep an eye out for that. It'll be right here, sorry. I didn't have my mouse pointer down. So yeah, we got Stormfist first, and then we'll have Balorgs second, and that'll pop up here. And then we have Veli, which is another set that you could run. The only reason this is gold and none of the shoulders are is because I accidentally golded it out and didn't feel like golding any of the shoulder pieces out. So that's why that's there. But yeah, Veli's another good one. And another one of the last films that I would probably recommend would be Slime Crawl. Gain minor berserk at all times, increasing your damage done by 8%. Now, if you do have issues surviving or anything like that, I highly recommend getting ISART. I don't care what anybody's going to say about it, whatever. ISART is a fantastic monster hound for any class. If you're having any kind of trouble at all with VMA or just surviving in general, wear ISART. I'm telling you right now, it's going to make one hell of a difference. I just promise you. So we got those three, or those 4 or 5, or whatever it was. All right, so the first set that I'm using is going to be Nightmother's Gaze, all right? So I'm wearing chest, legs, boots, and then daggers. I still have infuse on everything. So we got poison damage, we got physical damage and restore stamina, and then weapon damage and spell damage on our back on the bow. Now, keep this in mind. Now, if you do not have the Maelstrom bow, all you got to do is not freak out and not make a big deal about it. Well, I don't have the Maelstrom bow. I can't do Maelstrom. Okay, that's just the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. Just craft you Night Mother's Gaze or whatever 5-piece set that you're running on your front bar. Just get a bow from your back bar, and then until you get the Maelstrom bow, then put on the Maelstrom bow when you get it. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, you're gonna lose a little bit of damage, but it's not gonna be, the end of the world. Just put Night Mother's Gaze bow on your back bar, and you're good to go. As far as the traits go, I have everything divines except for the shoulders because I'm too lazy to trait change it or farm more keys. Well, actually, I do have a lot of keys. Well, not on this guy, I suppose. But I do have quite a bit of keys on other characters. I just don't really care to try and get shoulder pieces of this, so I keep it infused, whatever. As far as my other set goes, I'm using VO, as you can see, divines on everything, except for the shoulders, and then infuse on my weapons. As far as weapon or jewelry goes, I have robust and then weapon damage glyphs, and the second 5-piece set, as I said earlier, was VO, which is Sophidian. Basically, what this one does is reduces all your stamina, reduces all the costs of your stamina abilities by 8%, which is huge. And then when you kill an enemy, you restore 2150 stamina and gain major expedition. Major expedition is nice, but the restore stamina is honestly really good. You also gain weapon damage and weapon crit ×2. And then you gain Minor Slayer at all times. Increases your damage done to dungeons, trials, and arena monsters. So that's why this set is really good. The reason why Night Mothers is good on this class is because this class does not have Major Fracture. And the only way we can get Major Fracture is from a set, which is i.e. Night Mothers Gaze. The only classes that do not have Major Fracture is a sorc, which is StamSorc, and a Stamplar. Stamplars do have Minor Fracture, though. All the other classes have a way of providing Major Fracture. Stamblades have Surprise Attack, Wardens have Subterrane, and then what's the other class? DK, they have Noxious Breath. So they all have a way to provide a Major Fracture, and StamSorcs and Stamplars do not. But again, Stamplar has Minor Fracture. So that's why we're running Night Mother's Gaze in there. So that goes over the sets. As far as skills go, I leave nothing up to chance, and this is how I keep my bars when I run VMA. I don't really change. I don't change it at all, honestly. The only time I do change it is I'll put on Silver Leash here and chain in the ads if there's some that are just being a pain in the butt. I'll put on Silver Leash, and then that's about it. Other than that, I keep it about this way, and you'll see this in the boss and in the video that I'm gonna provide at the end of this. You'll see. It's all these are the same pretty much. First skill, Shrouded Daggers, that you will get from the dual wield tree. It's the last one. It's just a good spammable to use. Fires a dagger, deals so much damage, reduces movement speed for a little bit, and then it bounces twice, so it deals additional damage the second time. So first time it deals damage, second time it deals. It's a really nice spammable. Rearming Trap. This is a great skill as well. You lay this down, enemy runs over it. It holds them in place for a little bit, and then you gain minor force from it, which increases your critical damage by 10%. Super nice. Rendering Slashes. The reason I don't use the other morph is because everything is dying so quick that the heal from it isn't really that big of a deal. I mean, we have Vigor and then we have Crit Surge, which we'll get into Crit Surge and Vigor in a second. But that's why we don't use the other morph. Like we're talking about Vigor, we have a 12,804 heal over 5 seconds to ourself. We don't care about the second part of that sentence because there's nobody around us. See, my orc agrees. Hurricane, just a continuous dot. It's really nice. You gain major, resolve, and ward. It's just a really nice dot, and kind of makes you just a little bit tankier than what you were before. Flawless Dawnbreaker, it's a fantastic skill that you get from the Fighter's Guild once you hit level 10. You just have to morph it to this one. While slotted, you gain weapon damage. And I'll go over where all these skills are right now. So Trap Beast, you get it level 8, I believe, or 9. I can't remember. Rearming Trap. Rendering, which you'll get from the dual passes, like level 4. Vigor, you get from Alliance War, which all you got to do, this is level 5. And level 5 in the tree. Excuse me, level 5 in the tree. You'll want cow chops, that's why we're level 6. And Hurricane is from Storm Calling. Literally level like 5 or whatever. It's definitely a skill you want more pretty quick. As far as our back bar goes, we're going to do our bow. So we'll have Poison Ejection. That's all the way at the end for some reason. I'm glad they put Snipe at the beginning, so that way we can spam Snipe. Low level BGs. It's fantastic. Anyways, we got Poison Injection on our back bar. It's a really nice dot. It increases the damage once they are under 50% health. It increases the damage more, so it's a really good dot. In this hell, this is another really good dot. You're dealing 14, 20 physical damage to enemies in the target area every 0.5 seconds. So every 1 second, you will do 2,840 damage every 1 second for 10 seconds. So you can do the math on that if you want. Our next one is Crit Surge, which you'll get from Storm Calling. I think it's like level 38. This one's like 42, but this one's like 38, I believe. This one, I chose this morph for the Major Brutality, and for the most part, while active, dealing critical strikes, heals me for 2970 health, and it can occur once every second. So it's a really nice hot, and kind of helps out with damage. If you don't have power pots or you're cheap like me, pop this bad boy on, good to go. I have Dark Deal on my bar mainly for the fact that oh shit moments. I will pop this and then dodge roll, swap bars, heavy attack, vigor, and then I'll be good to go. And then I'll just continue to heavy attack and then do shrouded daggers or something like. Just a kind of like a oh shit type of thing. Some stuff goes crazy all the time in VMA, so this is really nice to have on your bar if you're just want to play it safe. And that comes from Daedric Magic. It's level 38. Doesn't take long to mark there. Caltrops. Comes from Alliance War, the Assault Tree. Now this thing takes forever, and Trap Beast and Dawnbreaker take forever to morph. It's ridiculous. It's so stupid how long it takes to morph. So if you're just making a StamSorc, go into low BBGs, it gets Caltrops, you spam Snipe. Stay on a bow build or some shit like that and just spam the shit out of Snipe and Draining Shot. It's annoying as hell and everybody hates you for it, but I'm telling you right now, you're going to want to try and get Ballista up as quick as possible, and you're going to want to try and get Caltrops low level, so that way when you start to grind up, you at least have Caltrops already, and you don't have to go into pre-made builds that are already next level and have monster sets and Zons and Permafrosts and stupid crap like. Yeah, so you definitely want to try and get Razor Caltrops leveled up as quick as possible. It's a nice little dot. And then Ballista, which I mentioned before, it's just a really nice ultimate. It does a lot of damage over a shorter period of time. It's really good burst damage for boss fights in VMA. So I highly recommend. So we're gonna go into CP. So we're gonna start with the red tree. 72 Ironclad, 17 Spell Shield. We got 40 Thick Skin, 49 Hardy, Alien Defender, 43 Quick Recovery. We got 11 Warlord, 3%, 3 in the Spreader. The reason why we don't have a lot in here because we're Orc. We have Major and Minor Expedition, up quite a bit. So no point in having like a shit ton in here. 6% Bashing, 100 into Mooncraft for that recovery, 75 into Tenacity because I heavy attack a lot. So it's nice to restore. Tumbling for the roll dodge, Shadow Ward, reduce block because we will block something. Blue Tree, we're at 11 physical weapon expert, 56 master at arms, 51 thaumaturge, 61 precise strikes, 35 piercing, 56 mighty. And that's the way. What the hell? Why does this pop up? And that's the way the cookie crumbles. If you guys are curious of what armor I'm wearing, I will say that already. Seishi has Grothar shoulders, Assassin League's robe, Assassin League's gloves, some bullshit pants that doesn't even matter because it takes up your pants and top, and then Assassin League boots with Seishi swords, and then the Apostle Bow. Okay, and so now, I mean, that's going to end the build video, but shortly after this, I'll put every single one of the boss fights in. If you guys want a full run of the Maelstrom, at the if you want me to upload a full video of the entire run start to finish, let me know because there are certain ways that I do ad pulls that are kind of nice. But if you just want to see the boss fights, then or you know what I mean, if you want to see the full run, just let me know in comment sections below, and I'll get that going for you guys. Other than that, thank you guys for watching the video. Hopefully this will help you out some way, shape, or form. Yeah, man, if we see you in stream, be sure to say hi. Say hi. I seen you on YouTube. Appreciate your videos. Or hey, man, seen your videos and they help somebody else out. Whatever. It's nice to see people from YouTube come over to Twitch and say, hey, man, appreciate the video. So other than that, appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you in the next